Shifty Jelly is currently designing a new weather app for tablet computers such as Apple iPad. The company wants to sell the app for £2. The estimated costs for developing are fixed cost £2,000, variable cost 40p per app. Below is the break-even chart for the new weather app. Jayden, what is meant by the term break-even point?
The term break-even point is also known as the equilibrium point. It is where total revenue, which is represented by the red line, meets total costs, which is represented by the blue line. On this chart, the equilibrium point would be there.
Using the break-even chart, state the number of apps Shifty Jelly must sell in order to break even.
As we've already found the break-even point, you should look to both of the axes. This axis says number of apps sold. So if you go down from the break-even point to the number of apps sold, it is 1,250 apps.
Shifty Jelly is expecting to sell 3,000 copies of its weather app. Calculate the margin of safety for this product.
As it is expecting to sell 3,000 apps, and the break-even point is 1,250 apps. To work out the margin of safety, all you do is have to take away these numbers, and the answer is 1,750.
Calculate Shifty Jelly's profit or loss if it manages to sell 3,000 copies of its weather app. Show your workings out and the formula you used.
There are two ways this can be done. The first method we could use is by finding total revenue, which is the red line, which goes to 6,000 in revenue and costs. And then you have to find total costs, which is the blue line, and if you go across, it's 3,200. When you minus these two numbers, you will find that it's £2,800 profit. And this is the sum. The second method is when we can use the information used. Now we know that each app is £2, and if they sell 3,000 apps, that will be £6,000 revenue. And then we know that the fixed cost is £2,000, and the variable cost is 40p, or 0.4 in pounds, times the app sold, which is 3,000. The answer to this is 1,200. If we add 2,000 onto 1,200, the answer will be 3,200, like the graph has shown us. Again, if we take 3,200 away from 6,000, the answer will give us 2,800 profit. And here are the calculations.
Assess the extent of which the break-even point analysis is a valuable tool in following the Shifty Jelly to plan the successful launch of its new weather app.
This is how to get full marks. The business will know when it's making a profit. This is important because they will know when the business can start to expand and grow. It will also understand what price the app needs to be for it to be a success. This is important because if it is too high, none of the customers will buy it, and if it's too low, then the revenue and profit will also be low. And it was also important because estimating how many apps need to be sold for it to be a success. This is important as soon as it breaks even, they can start to pay back loans and reduce cash flow problems. However, break-even analysis isn't always successful as it doesn't prepare for everything and something could go wrong. It does not consider all aspects for it to be a success.